Hey, what's going on? What's going on? CoinOpTV subscribers, Robert Welkner here with another CoinOpTV video for you. Me chatting to you about some of the news. Now, this is kind of some news that broke a few days ago, but been busy cranking out some other videos on my YouTube channel, and I'm kind of playing catch up a little bit. But as a bonus, actually, in addition to the initial news here, I found out some bonus news that I'm going to share with you as well. So hopefully that'll make it sort of fun and interesting. So if you didn't know, we got these amiibo-like figures coming out from GameStop that look like they're mostly Sony PlayStation characters. Now we know about 7 so far officially. Here, I'll show you the picture. So we know officially about 7 so far. They're called Totaku figures. They're $10 each. They're, as far as I know, they're GameStop exclusives. They're we got what we know about so far is Crash Bandicoot, Heihachi from Tekken, Parappa The Rapper, Feisar from the WipeOut series, Kratos from the God of War series, the Hunter from Bloodborne, and Sackboy from LittleBigPlanet. Now, if you go to GameStop's website online, you can actually see these figures. They got some pretty cool packaging. There's not really a lot of information about them. As far as I know, they're GameStop exclusives. So, and they're $10. They're probably going to be small. The quality on them is, well, we haven't seen it yet, but I hope the quality is pretty good. So let's go through these, one at a time here. I got some pictures. So Crash Bandicoot, of course, you guys know that I'm a Skylanders Portal Master fan. I've also been a Crash Bandicoot fan for years and years, since back in the day. So it's great to see some love coming down the wire. This is kind of a cool pose, cool little smirk there. I'm a little concerned with the base. It looks like the base there, the plastic, you can see the little crease there. Hopefully that's not like cheaply made. I'm sure these are probably early prototype figures to kind of get out there for marketing. So, but looks pretty cool. If I was gonna buy one of these figures, only one, Crash Bandicoot would probably be one of the ones I'd think about. So I don't know how many of you guys are Tekken fans. There's some fighting fans there in the fighting gaming community, but the villain of the Tekken series there, I guess he's sort of a villain, Heihachi there. So we got to figure him. I really like the detail on the back of his jacket there and his boots, looking really cool with that. Another one that we know about is Parappa The Rapper, which is one of the early music video games out there, was that I had to match the notes and tap on your controller there to match the notes with Parappa singing and rapping. It's kind of a novelty game, kind of thing. It looks like that he's going to be sort of rather 2D. It's hard to tell in this image, but you can kind of slightly see that he's very thin, and that's the way it was in the game. He was sort of like paper thin, kind of 2D sort of thing. I'm a little concerned with his feet on the base there. Hopefully that, if you don't bump him, he doesn't just snap off there. Hopefully the glue or whatever is strong on that. So I've never played any of the WipeOut games, but here we got a ship, the Feisar. I believe that's how you say it, which this ship actually looks cool. It kind of reminds me of like the old school Battlestar Galactica ships. I don't know how many of you guys remember that from like the mid to late 70s. We had the original Battlestar Galactica series that kind of reminded me of these ships here. And then we're also going to get Kratos from the God of War franchise. Now this looks kind of like the new Kratos with the axe in his hands instead of the chains, the blades on his each of his hands there. So we're definitely going to get like a whole new like Kratos and a vibe. The game's been sort of revamped, so it'd be kind of cool to see that. I take it back. If I was only going to get one figure, man, now that I'm looking at the Kratos figure, might have to go with this one. I like the stripe going down the back of his head, or maybe I'll have to pick them all up. Who knows? We'll have to see. You guys will have to let me know in the comments below what your decision making is. Here's the character from Bloodborne. The Hunter, I believe, is his name. Pretty cool looking details here. I like the base. It looks like some bricks kind of matching the game there. And he's got a couple of weapons in his hand, signature stuff. Okay, and Sackboy will also be coming out. I wonder what the texture for Sackboy will look like, if it'll feel like kind of knitting like yarn and knitting in your hands. I'll be curious to see if that zipper on his chest is mounted on there, or if it's movable, if you can sort of flick it up or not. The base is kind of cool. It's like half grass and half dirt there. Not a huge LittleBigPlanet guy myself, but Sackboys always look kind of cool and kind of fun. So those are the 7 that we know about so far that have been sort of announced. And I think I first heard about this from Polygon. Shout outs to them. I actually tweeted about it a few days ago, and I put some information on my Instagram, and a lot of you guys left some comments saying, "Hey Rob, what do these do? They're like amiibos? Are they toys to life?" As far as we all know, they don't do anything in games. They're just figures to collect little toys. They're probably only going to be about 3-4 inches tops. I don't know what the quality is going to be like. The price is good, $10. I think the price is good. So what happened was, I was curious. I was like, you know what? I kind of want to pre-order some of these. I'm going to go to GameStop, and I'm going to chat it up and see if I can find out some more information. I was talking to the lady in my GameStop, and I was like, hey, what's the story with these? Are these coming in waves? Is this all? We think that these are coming out in March, which is just around the corner. You can pre-order. Here again, if you go to GameStop's website, you can actually pre-order a bunch of these now, so you can get a full set if you want of what I guess will be wave 1. But I was like, can you dig up some information on your computer in GameStop there? I was talking to the gal, and I was surprised. She was like, yeah, let me type in Totaku, see what comes up. And a whole bunch of other figures came up on her computer screen there that haven't been announced, or there's no images of, or haven't really been officially announced. So I was like, let me get my phone out, and I actually wrote down the names, and I wanted to make this video to kind of share that. So this is kind of the bonus part. Now, this is the unofficial selection here, but these are names that were in the GameStop database under the Totaku figure selection. They could be like wave 2, wave 3, maybe they're just placeholders for things. I don't know, but some of the figures I got kind of excited about, and that's why I wanted to make this video share with you. Okay, so one of the figures that was listed was Blue Eyes White Dragon, which I think is from sort of the Yu-Gi-Oh world. So that would be kind of interesting. Now this second batch definitely veers away from Sony PlayStation exclusives, so that's what makes it kind of curious. They also had a listing for Dark Souls, so I don't know. Is there going to be like the knight in there from Dark Souls? You can get a little figure from that. Also, the young boy, Kratos' son, Atreus from God of War. Apparently, there's going to be a figure of him. Now the God of War game is coming out in April. We officially know that. Yay! April, we're going to get that. So if there's going to be Kratos in March, wave 1, you would think that they'd release the little boy pretty soon after that. So if he's in wave 2, that's got to be coming out like April or May or something. It would be my speculation. Also, if you guys are big Horizon Zero Dawn fans, apparently the HZD Watcher will be a figure. This one will be interesting because it's it's kind of more of a sideways, kind of a crawling figure. So I'll be curious to see what they do with that. Here's a surprise. They had a listing for Lemmings. I do not know if I've seen a whole lot of Lemmings toys and figurines out there in my my toy collecting history. So that would be kind of cool to have like a Lemmings figure. I used to play Lemmings way back in the day on like PC gaming, stuff like that. That was a real good time killer. It's been a while since I played a Lemmings game, but when I was a kid, man, that was some good stuff. If you guys are fans of sort of JRPGs, Ni no Kuni apparently is gonna have a figure or something. I just kind of grabbed this image because I don't know who they would pick for like the lead character from that. Now this one surprised me. Supposedly there's gonna be a Sonic the Hedgehog Totaku figure. At least that's listed on GameStop's little internal website placeholder there. So it'd be cool to have another Sonic figure. Sonic's kind of made a little bit of a resurgence back, some respect back. Also, I'm an old school classic gamer, and apparently there's going to be Space Invaders figure. I don't know what it'll be. One of the villain ships there, probably. Well, we'll sort of see. It'd be kind of cool maybe if it was like a little montage of some of the different Space Invader ships. Also, we're going to get supposedly another Tekken character, the other like really well-known one, the Jin Kazuma from Tekken will be, maybe a figure. Maybe that'll be something a little later down the line. Now, there's a couple more I wrote down. I don't have images for. So there's also a placeholder for this SOT Gold Hoarder. And I was like, that seems kind of weird. What could SOT Gold Hoarder mean? And the only thing I could find is a reference to Sea of Thieves, which is a Microsoft Xbox game. And that would be weird if it starts off where it's PlayStation games and then it goes over to like Microsoft games. Now, these are coming out as GameStop made games, like ThinkGeek, GameStop, I think, so they can kind of do whatever they want, but it would be interesting to just like really go heavy on the Sony PlayStation and then come out with Microsoft stuff, maybe. I don't know. If you guys know, let me know in the comments below what that could be a reference to. Also, there was another placeholder that just said WipeOut, but it didn't have a ship name, so maybe there'll be 2 WipeOut ships. That could be a possibility there. So there's potentially going to be a lot of these little figures and ships to collect. $10 for me is a good price. I'm happy about that. I may go pre-order Crash and Kratos. I may go for those 2, those for at least the wave 1. You guys will have to let me know in the comments below what you think of these figures. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're going to go out and pre-order, go crazy. Thanks a bunch. If you guys are brand new, please subscribe, like this video, all that fun stuff. Hit the bell icon so you get the notifications. Thanks a bunch for watching for CoinOpTV. We'll see you guys next time.